The Boulevard Hotel is one of two on-site accommodations at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Along with the Big Blue Hotel, Boulevard is at the southern point of the park, between the beach and Blackpool Pleasure Beach train station. But is it the best place to stay when visiting Blackpool Pleasure Beach? Well, this video will help you find out. As just mentioned, Boulevard Hotel is right next to Blackpool Pleasure Beach train station. It is recommended that you visit the site by train, because whilst the car park is incredibly impressive, being located by the Big One's drop, it is an incredibly small car park that you have to pay extra for, and weirdly doesn't offer a full day at Pleasure Beach as it operates midday to midday. By the car park is the front of the hotel, which is actually the back of the hotel, but it's where the entrance is. That confusion aside, the entrance of this hotel is stunning, elegant and classy. It has a gorgeous waterpiece at the front, and that thing that some establishments do where they shorthand their names like they are down with the kids. This isn't the Boulevard Hotel, it's Boulevard. Passing the random frogs at the entrance, it's now time to see if the hotel is as classy on the inside as it is on the outside. The answer is yes, a very comfortable seating area, and the walls are dedicated to some of the Pleasure Beach's historical rides. Here's where you can buy a teddy in a robe for just shy of 15 quid. Here is also where you collect your room key and come across something very ugly. There is a £100 deposit you must be wary of. If the hotel wasn't expensive enough as it is, staying at this hotel also freezes £100 of your hard-earned money for up to 14 days after spending a night at this place. Considering how Boulevard already has an inflated price compared to Big Blue and any other local seaside B&B in the vicinity, there is no reason as to why this huge deposit you must pay at check-in is justified. Having handed over that money, it is now time to view the room we have paid even extra for. It's a nice room. Looking small due to the bigger than usual bed, the bedroom also has the usual voyeur chair and a table with a box of tissues on it. Why? The desk has plenty of tea on it, and the small tables by the bed also have charging points on them, which is a huge plus. Also, another bit of modern technology inside this room is the fact that you can stream anything from your phone onto the television. We spent the night watching this really good YouTube channel that does all sorts of theme park and theme park hotel reviews that you really should consider subscribing to if you haven't already. The modernness of this room is greatly appreciated when most theme park hotels seem stuck 20 years ago with little to no tech to support the modern man. We were lucky with a good view of the hotel reception and rides from our window, and other rooms have great views of Blackpool's gorgeous beach. Lastly, the bathroom is incredibly well designed and fancy, with loads of mirrors if you love looking at yourself. There was a very good amount of toiletries within this room, which is great. Now the room is explored, time to check out the food venue. The beachside restaurant is an impressive looking room, lovely charcoal walls, and even a separated area for the snobbish of snobbies. This restaurant is situated on the A548 Blackpool Seaside Road. This means that when the town's illuminations are on, you can be seated in a prime spot underneath the lit skyline, and in the evenings the bar is a quiet and comfortable experience to enjoy as you wind down the day. The Boulevard Hotel offer a 3-course meal and breakfast package for 2 people for £149. That makes food at the Boulevard cost £25 per person, which is a great deal as you won't get a 3-course meal and breakfast anywhere else for that cost. However, if you just want breakfast, Boulevard charges you £18 per person, which is extortionate in comparison, especially since there are a lot cheaper food alternatives in Blackpool that have equally as good food. Hopefully the Boulevard Hotel will address this and create a reasonably standalone breakfast option to the hotel dining. Entertainment wise, the Boulevard Hotel is a little lacking. Beside its bar, it has a gym, if you call exercise entertaining. It also has a large conference area to the side, which I suppose is who the hotel is aiming for, business travellers rather than theme park goers, which just seems a bit bizarre for a theme park hotel. There are a few packages to please theme park guests, including tickets to the Hot Ice Show on park. They also have a bed and breakfast and 1 day at Blackpool Pleasure Beach option, but the price drastically fluctuates depending on the time of year. The Boulevard Hotel does have a very handy park entrance, which is right by the hotel entrance, which you can use in the first few hours after the park's opening time before they close it up. The Boulevard Hotel is also right next to a convenient tram stop, which takes you to all the sites along the Blackpool seafront very quickly. To conclude, the Boulevard Hotel is Blackpool Pleasure Beach's way of installing a class system at their resort. In Pleasure Beach's early history, it faced constant criticism and possible demolition from the local population due to their dislike for the type of folk trading and fortune-telling within its grounds. In the early 1900s, it had to strike a balance between the established gentry and the working-class reveller. That juggling of the classes enabled them to divert the Bond Street Road around the park rather than through it, and now with the on-site hotels, they hope to gain some much-needed revenue from the business travellers and the luxury stayers rather than the young families wanting to go on the roller coasters. The Big Blue Hotel is for the working class and families. The Boulevard Hotel is for the businessmen. What I would also say though is that the Boulevard Hotel's luxurious face is a true one. It is well maintained, ran and cared for. The hotel is beautiful but is more expensive than most hotels in Blackpool, especially having just breakfast at the hotel costing £18 extra. That being said, if you ignore the £100 deposit, the room itself was cheap for a theme park hotel and the quality was fantastic. So if it is theme park hotels you like staying at and you have the money and want to feel the quality, this is a very nice hotel to stay at. We have also stayed at the Big Blue Hotel, so if you want to see what we thought about that, please click the link in the description below. Please like and subscribe if you found this video useful. We have plenty of theme park hotel reviews on our channel exploring both British and European park hotels, so if you are planning any trips, please check them out. We will also be doing a comparison video between the Hotel Boulevard and the Big Blue Hotel, so look out for that in the near future. Thank you for watching.